Hello, we're here with Miko Nakiri from the Backup Exec PM team to talk about Backup Exec 15 and VMware and all the cool ways to restore in the event of a disaster recovery scenario. Is that right, Miko?
Absolutely,
All
Bill.
right. Thank
Yours.
you. Yep.
So as everybody knows, backup is nothing without restore. So that's the important part, how to restore, how to recover. And that's where Backup Exec 15 really shines in the different ways how we can actually restore and recover your environment, your virtual machines from that single pass backup that you need to do. So again, the benefit is really you don't need to have multiple levels of backups for those multiple levels of restores. All you need to have is that one single VM level backup of your environment using the deep integration with vStorage APIs for data protection, and you can restore on any level you need. So if you want to restore on the VM level, you can basically restore the VM to the same host or a different host. You can also modify the parameters on that VM itself before restoring. You can update the hardware version. There's a lot of different options there. If you want to restore on file and folder level, you can do that as well directly there. You can restore any files, any folders back to the same host, a redirected host, anywhere you want to also browse as a file and folder restore in any shared folder as well. And then we have the option, if you're using an agent-assisted backup method, you can actually restore on application level and application granular level, in addition to those previous mentioned VM level and file and folder level restores. So with agent assistant, it's a loaded term. What it means is that you still have an agent inside the VM in that scenario, but we don't use it for the actual backup. We just collect some metadata as part of that backup, but we don't use it for moving data. That's all done through that API, through that vStorage API integration. And we just collect some metadata so that we can then restore, for example, an exchange that's on a VM, on a email level or a database level, Exchange database level. So you can basically pick and choose the right level that fits your needs on the restore time. And one of the benefits as well with Backup Exec is that we do all of the processing at the time of the backup. So your restore will be blazingly fast. And that's usually what you need to have at a restore or DR situation. You need to have a quick restore and recovery to the environment you need to restore to.
So Miko, I heard you say this, I think, just to clarify. So if I'm a customer, am I forced to use one backup method for all my VMs? Do I have to go, for example, agentless on all of them if I pick agentless, or can I pick and choose this for this and that for that?
Bill, you're absolutely right. You can pick and choose whatever fits your environment the best. So we're not forcing you to use any one standard for your entire environment. You can really have the flexibility of Backup Exec. That's the philosophy behind Backup Exec. We are basically meeting the needs for your environment and your situation. So you can back up some of the systems using an agentless method where we just connect on the VM level. You can use the agent assistant method for some other VMs on your environment. And you can even use an agent for protection if you want to use, for example, if you want to protect, for example, RDM, raw device mapped disks in your environment that cannot be protected today with VADP. So there's a lot of different choices, a lot of different options depending on your needs for the environment. And that's really, again, what Backup Exec stands for.
All right. Well, thanks, Miko. Very comprehensive, very flexible. As you mentioned, the philosophy back is going to be flexible. So that was great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.